Yvonne Calderon, contact your patient.
Yvonne Calderon may fight in the sport's lightest weight division, but there is a heavyweight rivalry between the WBO minimum weight champion and former world champion Alex Sanchez, who promises Calderon's reign as champion will be a short one.
We'll be attempting to get some reaction if we have time. I don't think we do. They'll be fighting under the unified rules. 3 judges, 10 points, no standing 8 count. The 3 knockdown rule is not in effect. Cannot be saved by the bell in either round.
No. He's going to have to...
Going nuts.
Yes.
Here's the tail of the tape for the fight coming up. They're both 28 years old. They both weigh 105 pounds. Sanchez has not so big a height advantage, and they have a reach almost identical. Fighting for the pride of Puerto Rico. They'll be fighting under the unified rules. 3 judges, 10 points, no standing 8 count. The 3 knockdown rule is not in effect. Cannot be saved by the bell in either round. Only the referee can stop the fight. And if there's an accidental foul, they go to the scorecards after 4 rounds. Here comes the champion from right here in Bayamon, Puerto Rico, Yvonne Iron Boy Calderon. Right now, it's time to head it up to our ring announcer, if I can get his attention, as they get a microphone to him. He doesn't have his microphone yet. Enrique Lavoy will make the official announcement. It's an awful lot of noise going on in the ring. Both songs drowning one another out. Here we go. Enrique, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening, scheduled for 12 rounds, and it's for the WBO minimum weight of the world, and scheduled for 12 rounds. Damas y caballeros, esta pelea está pactada para 2 asaltos por el título mínimo de la Organización Mundial de Boxeo. Es the co-main event of the evening. Es la pelea semiestelar de la noche. The judges for this bout are, los jueces para esta pelea son Nelson Vázquez, José H. Rivera, and Roberto Torres. Your referee, making his world title number 118. El árbitro haciendo su pelea número 118 del mundo, Roberto Ramírez de Puerto Rico. The WBO supervisor, el supervisor de la Organización Mundial de Boxeo, Mike Roca. Doctors are, los médicos son Héctor González y Amaury Capella. Introducing first in the blue corner, wearing black and yellow trunks and weighing 105 pounds. Presentando en la esquina azul, con truza negra y amarilla y un peso de 105 libras. With 29 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, and 20 wins by way of knockout. Con 29 victorias, 3 derrotas, 1 empate y 20 ganadas por knockout. From La Playa Ponce, Puerto Rico, the former WBO minimum weight champion of the world, el ex campeón del mundo en el peso mínimo, Alexander El Nene Sánchez. And his opponent in the red corner, su contrario en la esquina roja, wearing red and blue trunks, con truza azul y roja, and weighing 105 pounds, pesando 105 libras. He has 17 wins, no losses, 3 KOs, con 17 victorias sin derrotas y 3 ganadas por knockout. From Guaynabo, Puerto Rico, the WBO minimum weight champion of the world, and making his second defense. Es el campeón mínimo de la Organización Mundial de Boxeo y haciendo su segunda defensa es Iron Boy Calderon, Ivan Iron Boy Calderon. 12 rounds of good boxing.
Well, the crowd is not reacting because
No.
they can't hear the announcer.
I guess we couldn't see, both fighters couldn't see who was the crowd favorite here. Even though Ivan Calderon said he said.
I was curious. That was very important.
Yeah.
I was going to find out who was cheering for who. I guess we'll have to wait for the fight because I feel for Mr. LeBoy up there in the ring. People staring at him, can't hear a darn thing he's saying. What a shame. Anyway, we're going to have fun here. We can hear him. But there is Nene Sanchez. 20 knockouts in his career out of 33 fights. Now they're saying this is the biggest fight hit Puerto Rico since 1986 in Las Vegas when Edward Rosario took on Hector Camacho. Now Camacho won that fight in a controversial decision, and they still haven't gotten over it. Then in Trinidad, of course, beat Camacho in 1994. But these matchups don't come along very often. That's 10 years almost since we've had two Puerto Ricans of this caliber in the ring.
And now you got little guys going at it.
Final instructions there from Roberto Ramirez. Crowd getting into it. Now they're ready to go to see their heroes. Round one. 12 rounds for the WBO minimum weight championship. The champion, Iron Boy Calderon, is in the red trunks. The challenger, Alex Sanchez, is in the black trunks. A little bit of bad blood between these two because immediately when he turned pro, Calderon wanted a shot at Sanchez, and Sanchez didn't give it to him, he says. But now Sanchez is the one who needs the title. World title fights. Iron Boy is 2-0, and he was a 2000 Olympian from Puerto Rico at 106 pounds. They say, some people, that he's the most underrated pure boxer to come out of the 2000 Olympics. 2.5-year pro, his dream was to do the Olympics, so he got there. He's had you see a mark over his right eye. He had a really bad cut, but that was 13 fights ago, so it's no longer a factor, even though he carries a huge scar. Sanchez is a 12-year pro who won the title. He took a different route, won a title at 18. Crowd reacting to every punch that we've seen so far.
Really, they're not powerful punches. That's the knock on Calderon. He's only got 3 knockouts in his record. Not really a powerful puncher. The powerful puncher is Nene Sanchez, a more experienced fighter too. Sanchez been in there against the best, ex-world champion, Victor Burgos.
Yeah, he had 3 really tough
Benito
fights.
Lopez.
Yeah, he had really tough fights against Victor Burgos. And Benito Lopez is as good as any fighter you'll ever see.
Oh, the best, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters.
I think he's a beautiful fighter. I saw that fight. But he had 3 tough fights against Burgos. I believe Burgos has moved up in the weight class up to 108. But he went 1-1-1 against Burgos. He said his last fight against Burgos in February, he lost for 12 rounds with Sanchez. He said he ate something wrong. As a fighter, can you eat something wrong, eat bad things before the fight that slows you down?
Yeah, maybe he ate the wrong food. Maybe something was wrong with what he ate and made him a little bit sluggish. Maybe he ate too much. That makes you usually sluggish.
Well, during the fight, he ate a lot of Burgos' leather because Sanchez's right eye was nearly shut, and he admitted he lost that fight. As you notice, Calderon is a tricky little southpaw. He's proud of that. His idea of a good fight is, he says, to hit and not get hit. I'll go along with that.
He's a good technician.
Now
Great boxing skills.
these two have sparred before. Tell the story of that one, Raul. They've actually been in the ring a little bit.
Yeah, actually, they sparred when Calderon was still an amateur, and to his claim, he says he's got the best of it, Nene Sanchez. But you know, that was a sparring match. You cannot base it on sparring. This is the real fight. That's when it really counts. But he claims he got the best out of him.
Right at the end there, Calderon flashing a combination across the bridge of the nose of Sanchez. One round is in the books, scheduled for 12.
No tiene por qué irse con él adentro, hacer fuerza. No haga fuerza con él. Cuando se pare
Don't
el
make
tercer
any
hombre,
spreads with him.
bien inteligente.
Very intelligent.
Viste que tiró seguido. Mucho cuidado con eso.
Be very careful.
Porque lo que estás moviéndote, pero no estás tocando las manos. Yo te quiero tirando.
You're moving, but you're not moving your hands.
Sí, saca las manos.
You gotta throw. He doesn't hit. He can't hit.
Hay que tirar al pecho, esa
Let's
derecha al
throw.
pecho.
Let's throw to the chest.
De la derecha al pecho, el gancho atrás.
The right to the chest, and then the hook.
De la derecha al pecho y el gancho atrás.
Well, we can remind our viewers tonight that Calderon got this title in Las Vegas in May of this year. A technical decision over Eduardo Marquez. He cut Marquez in the third round, and they had to stop it after the ninth. It was a wicked-looking cut. Marquez went into that fight 2-2-5-1. Any relation? I don't think so.
No relation.
Okay. Just had
If it
to.
would have been a relation, then he might have not come out victorious.
And Calderon, the reason he got the nickname Iron Boy is his camp was trying to come up with some kind of a nickname, and they started thinking about Mike Tyson. They said, well, there's Iron Mike, and then there's Iron Boy. Some of these nicknames, I don't know how they get them. The pantalones, as you see there, the red ones belong to the champion, Calderon. Sanchez has had a pretty long career for 10 years. He turned pro at 18, and Calderon went a different route. They're battling for the hearts and minds of their friends here on the island. Two Puerto Ricans going for a championship. And there's been tremendous buzz about this fight.
Yeah, Nene wants to make the fight exciting, but Calderon is not willing to exchange with him. He's going to use his speed. He's going to use his lateral movement, punch from different angles. Doesn't want to get into a brawling match with Sanchez. I'll tell you what, if it was up to Sanchez, he would love to make this fight in a phone booth instead of phone booth.
I know.
That's his kind of fight.
Well, Calderon used to fight on the street, and then they built a new gym around the corner. He went in there to get shaped when he was 17 years old, so he's a latecomer to boxing, but he kind of liked it. He says, you know, he's a good friend of Miguel Cotto, friend since 1994, 6 years difference in their age. But he was on the national team since 1996. He wanted to make his mark in the Olympics, and unfortunately lost in the first round, but he came out banging when he turned pro. Matter of fact, he fought 7 times in 2002, so he's always in shape.
And I'll tell you what, you got to be in shape to fight his style. I mean, staying on your toes for 12 rounds, I mean, that's a fighter that's going to be in excellent condition. He's got great footwork. He's moving at all times, giving his opponent different looks. Doesn't stand in front of him at all. And he's going to be in excellent shape to fight that kind of style, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sanchez just flat out said it. He says this Calderon doesn't have any power, and he's going to put pressure on, doesn't have any power. The problem is you got to catch him.
Yeah, he's got to catch him, man. Right now, he's got trouble. He's having trouble catching him. He's following him again, just forward. He's got to cut off the ring. Cut off the ring. Same thing, forget about the head and aim to dig to the body and take advantage of that. When he has him on the ropes, don't let him out. That's a good way to cut off the ring there. Good body shot there by Nene Sanchez. But he can't single punch. He's got to put his punches together. One punch ain't gonna do it.
Final seconds, round 2. They're kind of locking up right here. Well, a shocker in the world of boxing. We have a new WBA flyweight champion. Bernardo Osuna is with him.
Lorenzo, hoy diste la gran sorpresa. You surprised the world tonight against Eric Morel. ¿Cómo te sientes?
Ante todo, gracias por la oportunidad nuevamente. Y como yo dije, este sábado iba a haber sorpresa. Y cumplí. Yo dije, vengo a buscar el título, lo logré. Venezuela me está esperando. Y ya le cumplí a Venezuela, ¿qué más puedo hacer? Ahorita me siento un embajador más en Venezuela. Y contento y feliz porque le cumplí a mis hijas y a mi esposa. Que yo dije, voy a buscar un título. Mi familia, espérenme. Y en estos momentos de esta... a gritos, a tambores, gritando, cada campeón y ahora...
Dice que he says that he came in here with one sole mission. That was to win the title. He promised it not only to his kids, but to all of Venezuela, which is waiting for him, rejoicing because they have a new world champion. The surprise has been had tonight here. He stunned the world. We go back to your ringside.
Well, I can only imagine what it's like down in Caracas or those places right now.
He stunned me too, so.
Well, Eric Morel can't blame anybody but himself.
And he was a good sportsman guy. Yeah, he gave him a hug, congratulated him. I guess he was aware that the fight was close, and he took the loss pretty well.
Well, back to the business at hand. Scheduled for 12 rounds, the WBO minimum weight championship. The champion is Iron Boy Calderon in the red trunks, taking on rival Alex Sanchez. These two have been kind of going at it verbally for years. And Raul was mentioning that Calderon said, I sparred him and I beat him because I gave him too much. Well, that's not the case tonight so far, but Calderon's stepping in and throwing. He thought his southpaw style would give Sanchez problems. The only problem Sanchez has is cutting off the ring, frankly.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be going another 12 rounds here, Alan. Really having a problem on catching up to the speed, the foot speed and the hand speed of Calderon.
Well, there's been a lot of talk around this fight, and Calderon told us that he doesn't worry about the talk. When they keep talking, it's like the way he handles his wife. He just kind of ignores her when she...
That's a good way to...
I said, that just makes him angrier, though. I try that, it doesn't work. Sanchez getting in a body shot there. We're in the third round scheduled for 12. Do you think at some point Sanchez gets a little frustrated? He seems to be very calm at this point, but...
Well, he's an experienced fighter. I mean, he's been in a lot of ring wars. He's fought the best at this weight class. I mean, he fought Benito Lopez, who's another great technician, great fighter. I mean, that has great skills. And not only that, Ricardo Lopez had power to bring with him good movement.
Banging away.
So it might get a little bit frustrating for him.
Nene just
he knows
right in.
Yeah, he knows the more frustrated he gets, the worse it'll be for him. He cannot lose his composure. He's got to take his time, but not too much, not wait too much. He's got to be aggressive and put some more punches together. Early in the fight, he's got to bang the body. He's got to wear him down. He's got to break him down. He's got to soften him up, get him tired.
Whatever he can do to break him down.
Yes.
I very rarely see.
And this is just, this kind of fight, sometimes it turns out to be a boring fight, because, I mean, even though Calderon is he's giving him angles and throwing good, crisp combinations, but it's not what people want to see, People want to see fighters go at it.
Especially this crowd.
And I think Calderon needs to commit himself a little bit more, and then, maybe exchange a little bit more. I think he's been too much on the run, on the bicycle.
All right, let's go back to Bernie Osuna now, who has defeated former champion Eric Morel. What a shocker tonight.
Eric, most definitely a good fight. It seemed like he just couldn't get off in the beginning of the fight, and that ended up costing you, especially that knockdown in the third round.
Yeah, it was a clean knockdown. It was in the back of the head. It was clean. I thought it was a close fight. I thought it could have been a draw. But
are we going to see a rematch, or are you just going to go up and wait?
That's something that I'll leave it up to my manager, Peter. If I get the opportunity to get a rematch, then welcome. Otherwise, I'll move up in weight class and challenge whoever.
Most definitely, we had 5 undefeated fighters. You were the first to fall. I mean, what did you learn from this, most importantly?
Really nothing. I mean, it was a good fight. That's all I got to say. He got the most out of it.
Well, you got a lot of heart. We go back ringside with Raul and Al.
Thank you very much, Bernie. And maybe Bernie can remind Eric that all the great ones lose sooner or later.
I mean, one loss. I mean, the best right now in boxing have lost. You can't be on top forever. I mean, titles are there for a reason, and they're to be taken. And Eric will come back. One loss is not going to hurt him. He'll come back and
they need
win
a
the world
rematch.
title. Yeah, I would love to see a rematch.
I want to see a rematch in that one.
And the only way you're going to learn is from a loss. So this might help him in the long run. This might help him. Sometimes a loss makes a fighter be a better fighter in the future.
The only one I can think of that went on undefeated is Rocky Marciano. It's the only one that comes to my mind. So here we go. Ivan Calderon. It's a very difficult fight to judge.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Because you got two completely different styles, which we knew was going to happen.
And
Calderon missing wildly with an uppercut there.
Sometimes it's just a matter of what kind of style of fighting you like.
I don't think we see enough uppercuts, especially when you got this type of two different styles. I mean, Morrell in the last fight had that opportunity. I think Calderon should take this opportunity to try to throw some uppercuts. But you're sticking and moving backwards. You're not in a position to really land those. He doubled up on his right hand just then, did Calderon. Fighting for the bragging rights of the entire island. And so far, I haven't really tell who they're pulling for. I think they're kind of torn. I think the crowd.
You know, it's weird because sometimes, there was a lot of hype behind this fight, and now they're actually in the ring, and it seems like the crowd is really mellow, really quiet. And again, it just comes down to the style of the fighters. Calderon doesn't like to mix it up, and Sanchez wants to mix it up.
Yep.
He's got to force him. He's got to force him.
I tell you what.
He's got to get him tired. If he gets him tired, sooner or later, Calderon ain't going to have no choice. He's going to have to stand there and fight.
Anybody that ever saw Benito Lopez fight, it was amazing. They fought in New York in 1997 against Sanchez. Benito Lopez was just a complete package. He was 49-0, 45-0 going into that. He just absolutely wiped Nene out of the ring. Just wiped him out.
Yeah, he did. He had everything. That was a great champion.
Under 30 seconds left in round 4. Sanchez has been in a situation where he just cannot find the range. Look at him, he's kind of like,
yeah, he's just like hypnotized. He's following him around, and that's not the right thing to do.
Esa es tu pelea. Viste ahora, ya se lo está aguantando, ya se lo está quedando. Ese trabajo de ahora tiene que seguirlo, ese.
You gotta keep working that kind of work you've been doing. Gotta keep putting pressure.
Ya está empezando a parar.
He's starting to stand there. Starting to stand now. That's what they're trying to do. Make him stop and trade punches. And then they're telling him on the other corner, don't stand so much with him. You gotta move around. You're the champ. You're the boss here. This belt, nobody takes it away from you. You prepare to fight 60 rounds. Wow, he must be in great shape to fight 60 rounds. That's 5 fights. 12-round fight.
That's pretty good. I tell you, what would happen if Sanchez just stood right in the middle of the ring and didn't move? Come over here and fight me.
You know what? That's what he needs to do.
Just stay here.
Yeah.
Just stay here and just, you want to stay right there and say, you want to fight? This is where I want to fight, right here. Round 5, folks. The champion is Calderon in the red trunks. Scheduled for 12. I sense that Mr. Sanchez now is just picking it up the pace just a little bit.
That's a good body shot. Yeah, he needs to come back with more there.
That's exactly what you have to do. Isn't that the
I heard that thumping noise. Did you hear it?
Go in there and thump. That's what Julio Cesar Chavez used to do.
Yeah.
You try to run from him, you get thumped all around the ring.
Yeah, you might lose, Chavez might lose the first 3 or 4 or 5 rounds with the runner, but, he kept digging, pressing, digging the body, digging to the body. And before you knew it, the other guy was forced into fight. He didn't have no more movement, and that's when Chavez would end the fight.
There's that little flourish from Calderon, and then he steps out. And I hope Sanchez ran a lot of miles for this fight, because he's going to run a few more tonight.
Yeah, I think he's ran a couple so far right now in this 5 rounds.
Roberto Ramirez, one of the finest referees in the world.
Good combinations there by fast combinations.
Good left hand just got in again.
Caught him coming in. Didn't hurt, Nene.
No,
didn't phase him.
Oh, he wants more of that. He's just like a rock.
Okay, break.
Got too much power behind them punches of Iron Boy. Calderon.
Well, he's got to run on points, much like in the mode of a Pernell Whitaker and that type of fighter. He has to be busier and prettier.
Pernell Whitaker didn't do so much running, you know. He was more flat-footed than Calderon. He was more of a
upper body movement.
Upper body movement, exactly, more than a foot. You know, it'll make you miss and counter him. What a great champion.
We'll settle in, folks. We're scheduled for 12. Of course, the great up-and-comer Miguel Cotto is going to be in the ring later on. That was a good right hand that kind of snuck in there. You know, Ivan stuck his head out there a little bit too much. This is where Sanchez would like it to be, right inside the phone booth there, you know. But Calderon does a good job of tying him up.
Yeah, he's smart. There he is, tying him up again.
And then he comes off the tie-up and lands a shot to the body.
Yeah, what Nene needs to do is just keep a good, tight defense, keep his elbows in. That way, when they're in the inside, Calderon won't hold on to him and punch up with uppercuts. That's what he needs to do.
There's a shoving across the ring. Don't like to see that. It happens. Little combination at the end from Calderon, and Sanchez just walks off. This is a big deal down here on this island. We'll see if it heats up in the later rounds as we listen in.
Let's maintain him that kind of way. Fight great. Find a great fight. There's Calderon measuring with the jab and coming up with two uppercuts that actually, one of them really connected. There's Calderon again. Throwing a fast combination, connecting with a 1-2, missing with an uppercut. Good round for Calderon.
Well, that was the uppercuts that yours truly, Alan Massengill, was talking about.
You've been looking for them, huh?
I've been looking for them.
I think he heard you.
Alan Massengill, along with the former world champion Raul Marquez. Bernardo Osuna is working the interview mics tonight, doing a good job. And Bernardo's an excellent play-by-play guy, too. You know that?
Yeah, he is. I've had the honor of working with him on our last card that we had here in Puerto Rico.
You hear him on Telefutura.
Yeah, he knows his boxing.
All right, so do these guys. Ivan Calderon had a good round last round. Sanchez is good right there from Sanchez. He just wants to get in there and bang, bang, bang if you can. And he you know, when you, on the other hand, you want Calderon to continue to throw those uppercuts, and you might have something really going there.
Might get us excited too, huh?
Yeah, I don't have a dog in this fight. I just wanted the best man to win down here.
Good shot there by Nene Sanchez. Finally connected with a decent shot there.
There he is with that right hand.
Straight right hand that Calderon ran into.
Yeah, any lapses on Calderon's part, and he could really eat a lot of leather. Of course, they had the glove controversy we were talking about. Calderon, as the champion, gets to pick the gloves, and they're not the type of gloves that Sanchez would like. I don't think that enters into your head much after you throw a few punches, though. You just got to do with what you got. 6 of 12 for the WBO minimum weight championship. Good combination for Calderon.
Yeah, Nene's just single punching there. Calderon holding on. Doesn't want to fight. Not his style. Doesn't like to get hit. Don't blame him.
Oh, little uppercut inside. It stung Calderon a little bit.
But sometimes you got to do a little bit more to satisfy the crowd, you know.
That's a good body punch from Sanchez. There he is, digging in the body if he can. Sanchez has got a pretty good round here. Final 10 seconds, round 6. Oh, it's getting fun. Crowd getting into it. Sanchez, a pure boxer. Special treat coming up for you as we go to between the rounds here. There's Miguel Cotto. Is he destined for greatness? Most observers say so. He's certainly one of the most talented I've seen in years, but he's continually having to prove himself. Sporting a new do tonight, new hairdo.
Yeah.
We were talking to him about that yesterday. He's quite proud of that.
Try to make him speak English a little bit, but a little bit shy.
Well, he thinks that he has to do it perfectly, like his boxing career. I told him that he could ingratiate himself to everybody if he spoke a little English. That's a nice flashing punch there, Raul.
Yeah, good little shots by Calderon. Not really doing a lot of damage to Nene, but enough to 4 points. Actually, I thought that was a better round for Nene Sanchez. I gave him that round.
I would have too, but I don't keep the card because
this is a very difficult fight. You said it earlier. It's a very difficult fight to judge.
Depends on what a judge is looking for.
And I'm glad I'm not the judge here.
No, me too. Sanchez may be getting the feeling that he's going to have to really pump up the volume here. We're in the 7th round. I expected this fight to go the distance.
And Nene needs to use his feet more. When Calderon moves to his right, he needs to step to his right. Move to his left, step to his left, and hook to the body.
Exactly.
To cut off the ring.
He needs to step that left foot around.
He needs to beat him with the step, double step.
Beat him, double step, beat him around and turn him around the other way. You don't let him go the way he wants to go, is what you're saying, Raul.
Exactly. Rough him up too. Elbow him. Be a little bit dirty in there. You know, if the referee doesn't warn him, this is boxing. Whatever it takes to win a fight. Tied up once again in the center of the ring. We're scheduled for 12. 2 Puerto Ricans going at it. I think the crowd, from what I could tell, is unbiased. They just want to see a good fight. I don't think they're pulling for one or the other. It doesn't look like it to me. Because I see when Sanchez hits him, I see the crowd get excited, and when Calderon hits him, they get excited too. So.
Well, it's a no-lose fight for Puerto Rico.
The title's going to stay in Puerto Rico regardless.
That's right. A right hand upstairs from Sanchez. Now they're going to tie up. That's where Sanchez likes to dig into the body. Calderon continuing to use his movement and his quickness like he told us he would. Not get hit is his goal.
A slick fighter.
And he's very slick. You know, like you said, if Nene Sanchez could cut off the ring a little bit and get him going which way he doesn't want to go, that's when you catch him in an awkward situation. And it freezes him for a second, and you can land a punch if you just try to turn him. But, you know, that's why I'm over here with a microphone and I'm not in there.
Well, I still try to do both, Alan.
Pretty good hard shot from Sanchez there. Doesn't have much damage though. Calderon stepping out of harm's way, just sidestepping and being stopped. Now he just drilled a punch to the belt line, which is a pretty good idea.
Yes, he's more of them.
There's a lot more of those.
One ain't gonna do it.
Like we said, wrap, tack. You know, just beat him down. Like
Nene hits him with one punch, one single punch, but Calderon comes back with 3 or 4.
Almost a slip there for Nene. Crowd reacting. Good uppercut from Calderon, and then Nene comes back with a left hand. Straight left from Calderon. Body punch to Calderon, countered for the left hook from Sanchez. End of the round. Crowd loves it. Both fighters thrusting their glove into the sky.
That's another round for us. Calderon landed double left hand and coming back with a barrage of punches.
Then he got tagged.
By a strong punch. Actually 2 strong punches by Nene Sanchez. Knocked him off balance a little bit. The crowd got excited there. Not too much damage really. Missing there with a vicious uppercut. But putting his punches together. Good round for Mr. Calderon. seems pretty confident up there.
I'm almost afraid
Great
to
shape.
ask you how you have it. I don't want to put you on the spot. Round 8,
Yeah,
scheduled
let's not
for 12.
talk about that.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
I got Calderon ahead, but
Yeah, it doesn't, you know. You could not have two. We don't.
thank you.
You could, you know, but you don't really
Yeah,
know.
right.
Because we don't know what the judges are doing. You know what's going on in there. Oh, good look, good combination. A flashy combination for Calderon. Has Sanchez sitting back. Going to the body. Calderon showing his speed. Using an uppercut. Sanchez taking the punches and pressing forward.
And that's what the crowd likes. They want excitement. Speed is power. He puts some punches together.
Speed kills, as you know.
Yeah.
Good body shot from Calderon right on the belt line. Another combination. Good left hand. Sanchez digging back into the body, and now he wants to catch a breath. Sanchez has almost got the kind of fight he wants, but he's taking too much punishment on the front end of it. Boy, Calderon showed some lightning fast punches
Yeah,
this
he did.
round.
Actually, he showed a little bit of power there. And then it comes back. He wants some more.
That's the situation. Calderon doesn't really have the big knockout power. So Sanchez is trying to take advantage of that. Sanchez knows this round has not been good to him, but we got halfway to go.
Actually, it's been a while since Calderon put somebody away. 2001 in his fourth professional fight. That was the last time he knocked somebody out.
Wow.
Actually, it was a technical knockout.
Slip. It's a slip.
Actually, it was a slip, and Calderon got the best out of it.
On the way down. Sanchez wants to get this thing going. Sanchez wants to start throwing if he can. Now Calderon's standing there in front of him. I guess he's not going to get a better chance. They're right there. Different angles from Calderon. Looks over at us on television and gave us a wink. You see that?
Yeah. That's a confident fighter for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really messing with Nene's head, you know, them fast punches from different angles. I mean, he can't see him.
All kinds of angles.
Yeah, Calderon punches from different angles, and it's hard. It's hard when you fight a fighter not only that has speed, but has a great footwork like Iron Boy Calderon.
Iron Boy's been effective with a straight left. That's the end of that round. We'll be heading to 9. Crowd loved it.
Tranquilo.
No hay que respirar, vamos a ver, estamos perdiendo.
Estamos perdiendo.
Estamos perdiendo.
Bueno, tiene que
Juégate la
We're
carta
losing, we're
ahora.
losing.
Juégate la carta, no hay
Go for
cojones
broke.
hoy.
Go for broke.
Tienes que buscar tu vida.
Tiene que buscar con ahora.
Ah, yo no,
You gotta find them. You gotta find them. Where are you from? You're from Ponce.
No, pero fuera de distancia, no hay mañana.
Hay que tirar.
Hay que tirar el fuerte.
Here we see the speed of Ivan Calderon. Beautiful 1-2 there.
He's fast in slow motion.
Yeah, just catching Nene there coming in. You're right, that's a good one.
He's fast and
I've already
slow.
caught on to that one.
Well, they were talking
Here
about
we see the straight left hand.
Well, they want Sanchez to go. And they mentioned he's from the beach, La Playa, same as former light heavyweight champ Jose Torres.
Who I saw he's somewhere in the
Oh,
audience
good
there.
combination. Calderon just hopped on him. Another left hand straight. Calderon looking to do major damage. Sanchez defenseless. Oh my, what quickness from Calderon. 4 punches landing in succession to start off that sequence.
Oh, I would have loved to see that if Calderon had some power in them punches. I think that would have been the end of it.
Could have been, because it was some clean shots. Nene's in a bit of trouble here, but he continues to press forward. Nene thinks he's got to knock him out.
Oh, he has to knock him out. There's no doubt about that.
Calderon sticks and moves, sticks and moves. Flashing punches. Swarming punches.
He's showing his speed now. He's
looking a little bit a la Ray Leonard, huh?
Yeah.
With those swarming punches. Straight right hand. Calderon is backed up a little bit from a right from Sanchez. Pretty much going to script is Calderon. Is not noted for his power, but he does land clean shots.
Yeah, and then he can't figure out that speed. He just can't figure him out.
No.
He's just looking at him, coming after him.
And get hit.
He doesn't have no plan. Just looking at him, coming forward, throwing single punches. You can't beat this guy with single punches. You gotta put them together.
Well, like you said, one thing's not happening. He's not being able to step across and cut him down, and then he's not been able to go to the body, which you have to do on these kind of guys who dance around the ring. It's the only way to slow him down. Calderon is definitely not slowed down in round 9.
But not only that, and then Sanchez has been in a lot of wars too. That might have taken a toll. He's been in a lot more wars than Calderon. Actually, Calderon hasn't been in no wars.
Well, you've
That's not his style.
They're the same age, but you talk about being a young 28 as opposed to a veteran boxer who's been in a lot of wars at 28, and that would be Sanchez.
Exactly, Ringold.
Ringold, yeah, we're going to talk about that in the next fight. Right hand that got in there from Sanchez, but not much effect. Calderon's really up on his bicycle now, whirling backwards. That's it for round 9.
Eres un motherfucker, you piece of shit. Eres un motherfucker. Roll your hands in front of you and move your shoulders, and he can see you a whole rest of the fight.
This Calderon speed keeps on putting his punches together, dominating Nene Sanchez.
Yes, he is.
3, 4,
that was
5
the 4.
punches.
Yeah.
And not staying in front of him.
He can do that all day long.
Let's go. You're better than him. Looks in good shape. 10 rounds. 9 rounds. This is round number 10. And throwing a lot of punches, a lot of movement. He has excellent condition.
Yeah, he's quite a sight to watch, Iron Boy. Sanchez more of a classic fighter. Iron Boy is a classic boxer, puncher, counter puncher. Nene's got him up in the corner for a brief second, then he stepped out. Good uppercut there from Calderon, and I know that Raul Marquez has Calderon winning this fight, so.
Yeah, Nene needs to knock out. He needs a miracle here. I mean, it's going to be very hard at this stage to catch Ruben Calderon. And to me, it looks like he keeps getting better round after round. His speed.
Yeah, he's actually looked better in the last 2 rounds. That's another combination
right
there.
He's connecting with, instead of 3 and 4 punch combinations, he's going up to, he's stepping it up a little bit more. 4 and 5 punch combinations. His punch output has definitely risen throughout the fight. Throwing more punches.
Well, he's really loose. Almost a low blow there. I think it was in Calderon's opinion. We're pretty far south down here in Puerto Rico, but that was even further south. That was like, you know, down around whatever. St. Thomas, where's that? There's that left hand. Round 10 scheduled for 12. Bragging rights from the island of Puerto Rico. 2 natives going at it. Sanchez been going at this a long time as a pro. This is just the 18th professional fight for Iron Boy Calderon, but both are 28 years old. And I thought it was an interesting statement I read about Calderon, and now that we think about it, some said he was the most underrated fighter to come out of the 2000 Olympics, which just might be true. Because he certainly has a lot of skills and a lot of speed. And
yeah, he does.
Just the one thing he's missing is that knockout punch.
Again, it just goes back to what kind of style of fighting he likes. I mean, there's a lot of fans that like stylists, guys that are boxing move, stick and move, speed. And then you got the fans that like guys that come forward and come to fight. He's really tagging him now.
Yeah, he's tagging him now. Sanchez just missed. He's just
tattoo him. Putting tattoos all over his body.
Whenever he wants to hit, he just steps in and one boom, 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 3-4 punches. Sanchez is just, I don't know. I'd get frustrated and probably tackle the guy if it was me.
He's got to do something like that.
I get so frustrated, I just tackle him. And that would get me thrown out of the... Here we go. Final 2 rounds coming up if it goes that far.
Se fue, no, si todavía no se ha ido, falta un round, puñeta. Y tú eres el fuerte, puñeta. ¿Cómo te olvídate que esté corriendo. Está corriendo.
Running, throw with strength. Oh, good. Shot there by Calderon. Again, no power, but scoring points. Good combination. You're fine, you're fresh. Look at you. Look how you are.
Tito. Speed it up. Is that what Tito says?
That's what he said.
Felix Tito Trinidad. Round 11. Scheduled for 12. Calderon throwing the jab. The southpaw in the red trunks trying to defend his title. And has had his way with Sanchez. Nene Sanchez is not finding the right combination against all that speed and quickness. And both fighters doing exactly what they told us they were going to do.
Yes. You just can't deal with that speed of Ivan Calderon.
Well,
very frustrating to Nene Sanchez. Hasn't been able to find him. When he thinks he has him, I mean, he gets out of there.
Now, that's a telling sign.
Disappears.
When a fighter starts measuring and just putting the arm out there to measure punches, then you got problems.
Yes.
Calderon's just measuring now because he knows the range.
He's playing with him now.
He's screwing around with him. And, you know, I don't know if that'll cost him in the long run. Sanchez is still pretty fresh. He said he really dedicated himself to training.
He said he was in the best shape of his life, and it looks like he is. I mean,
yeah, he's in good shape.
Around 12, 11 rounds.
He got beaten up pretty good in February in Vegas. Burgos just bloodied him up pretty good.
Looks like Ivan's taking a little breather here.
Yeah, maybe he's going to try to
impress in the last round.
In the last round, yep.
I don't know if he'll knock him out, but maybe show his speed.
Well,
punches together, impress the crowd, the judges.
Well, Sanchez had a long career already at 28. He debuted at age 16. He won his first 24 fights. So he got out there fast.
Yeah, he's been there for a while, and it's funny because today we had lunch. Me and Bernie had lunch with world champion Eric El Terrible Morales, and he was saying, wow, Nene Sanchez is still fighting. He's been fighting since I was little. And, you know, it seems like that to me, too. I mean, even though I'm older than him, but he's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, break.
Well, it's not unusual for Mexican fighters to turn pro at 15, 16 years old. But down here, a lot of them in the Caribbean, they pursue their Olympic dreams. But it's a different world, the amateur fight. I don't even know how they score those fights. You forget about that. But it is a good experience, and you can make a name for yourself.
Exactly.
That's what you do is you make a name for yourself, and you find a promoter who's willing to give you big advance money. So when you start your career, you don't have to eat, you know, peanut butter or whatever.
And you could just dedicate yourself to pure boxing because you're making good good paydays from fighting. You don't have to have, you know, a 94 or 95 job.
That was a big slip. Almost. I think he didn't get hurt.
Little guy just almost flew out of the ring there. He's so little that, did you see that? He almost flew out of the ring.
I know. I think that Ivan took that round off. And now will be set up for, I hope, a dramatic 12th round of action.
Estamos súper bien, campeón. Este es el último asalto.
We're fine, champ. There's the last
Ahora
round.
va a venir a tratar de buscar el home run.
He's going to look for the home run. Be very intelligent.
Él va a venir ahora como un loco tirando golpes.
He's going to come crazy and throw punches to try to see if he can land one punch. Just be smart.
Here's some action from round 11.
I think this is a slip here, yeah.
Whoa.
See him, he almost comes out of the ring there.
Whoa.
That wouldn't have been good there.
We could catch him if he was over here, though. He's not that big.
Yeah, we could handle him, huh?
Yeah.
Cuídate de este último asalto de aquello que va, campeón.
Watch yourself in this last round, champ.
Ivan Calderon's done a good job tonight. You got to give him that. And sticking to his game plan. Here we go, 12th and final round for the WBO minimum weight championship. Ivan Calderon looking to keep his title. Sanchez needs something big here.
He's looking for the home run.
Look at him pressing in, holding that right hand cocked high, ready to unload it if he can. Calderon's been told to be careful this round. Gives him the side step, the side sachet is what I call it, when you're trying to avoid punches. You'd think that maybe Sanchez would just rush in and throw, but the problem is he gets hit when he does that. I say rush him, Raul.
That's what he needs to do. I mean, go for broke here. Really make this into a street fight, street brawl.
Pretty good right hand from Sanchez there. Another right hand over the top that caught a little bit of the shoulder of Ivan Calderon. That's the first upstairs-downstairs combination I've seen from Sanchez lately. Of course, Calderon's going to tie him up walking across the ring once he gets anything going. Folks haven't had a whole lot to yell about in this fight. As much as it was talked about on this island.
Calderon's got great boxing skills, though.
Just doesn't have the big bang.
Yeah.
Alex digging one to the body. Now, I thought he should have been doing this like the third round. You know, just go.
Yeah, but he couldn't because Calderon had more energy. It's been 12 rounds and the guy's still on his toes. I'm telling you, it's tough to fight the kind of style fight that Calderon fights. Being on his toes, giving movements, giving him the skinny pie movements, you saw that.
Calderon just landed a little left in there.
Good shot there by
Sanchez.
Now he needed that.
Maybe he needed round 12.
Maybe he needed 15 rounds tonight.
Here we go, yeah. Sometimes 15 rounds sound like a good idea. They don't do it anymore. Sanchez now doing what I thought he might have been able to do earlier. 30 seconds coming up left in the fight. Can Calderon out running for another half a minute? Ties him up right there. Sanchez wants to go. And Calderon wants to go backwards. Sanchez winning this round. Just
Yeah, but
because
it's a little bit too late.
Yeah, he hasn't fought. Calderon didn't fight this round. Sanchez. Down they go in a heap. Into the fight. A slip in the corner. Nene looks frustrated. The final 30 seconds was the best Nene looked all night. Both fighters being held in the air by their corners. Crowd finally had something to get excited about in the final 30 seconds.
Yeah, but again, it was just too late for El Nene Sanchez.
Nene didn't get cut up or beaten up like there's that mark over the eye that from 13 fights ago that a lot of people think happens during a fight for Calderon over his left eye there. You can see it, but it's not a problem for him. Waiting the scorecards.
Former world champion Wilfredo Vasquez there in the corner of Calderon, congratulating him.
Can't quite see the ring announcer, see if he has the cards yet. I'm pretty much expecting this man's going to retain his title. Got fun there for the last half minute, Raul.
I got a little bit excited there. I would have loved to see more of that action.
Yeah.
But just Calderon wouldn't allow it.
Okay, if I can get Rico Lamore's attention, this
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the decision of this bout. The judge, Nelson Vasquez, scores it 118-110. Nelson Vasquez la anotó 118-110. The judge, Jose H. Rivera, scores it 117-111. 117-111. And Jose Roberto Torres scores it 116-112. Or for the winner for unanimous decision, el ganador por decisión unánime, and still the champion of the world, Ivan Iron Boy Calderon. Calderon.
Well,
now the crowd there. Yeah, the crowd's really cheering him on now. He's got bragging rights for the entire island.